No, what going on a while ago, but
we really and truly start listen to a Queen Africa voice. Whether you're Labour, right, PNP, regular Jamaican who just want to vote for a change, you see the next election here will come up under no circumstances whatsoever.
None.
Can you vote in back the Jamaica Labour Party into government? This part of this message is for the loyalists them too. The Labour right government.
Let them know.
And I just want to say to any Jamaican.
I don't know who loop that, but them bad. I loop them bad. I loop them bad. If I the Prime Minister. I loop them bad.
Ready now, YG.
Ready, YG. Like up in live, people. Like up in live. Like up in live. One man goal in the danger, man. PNP come to save the nation. Nah, I will not like Bvrfam. One man goal in the danger, man. PNP come to save the nation. Nah, switch. Nah, replace the one. Nah. So give me my power. How poor people can buy no flour. Go God, tell me tired to suffer. Say them a run the country, I must buy the color. You know to do better, tired of peer pressure. This will get realer. We not like Bvrfam. One more goal in the danger, man. Alright. We not replace the war. And we not like Bvrfam. One more goal in the danger, man. PNP come to save the nation. We not replace the one. A straight power we a rep. A range color clean from poverty we step. Tax increase, all ballot them teeth. Just to win seat, think we no see. Can't bother with Bvrfam when I'm here. And Joe and this we a take, we a cheer. A great force, we a take it this year. We get the people, we see it say you not care. That's why we not like Bvrfam. One more goal in the danger, man. PNP come to save the nation now. Hey, we not replace no one now. Top up the screen, people, top up the screen. PNP come to save the nation now. We not replace no one now. I got clean you with every day, me wanna show up. So give me my power. One more time.
Ready now, YG.
One more time. I win like Bvrfam. One more goal in the danger, man. PNP come to save the nation. We not replace the one. I win like Bvrfam. One more goal in the danger, man. PNP come to save the nation. We not replace the one. So give me my power. Tell me you like I buy the power. How poor people can buy no flour. Oh God, you say me tired to suffer. Say them a run the country, I must buy the color. You know to do better, tired of peer pressure. This will get realer. We not like Bvrfam. One more goal in the danger, man. PNP come to save the nation. Now switch, we not replace the one now. And we not like Bvrfam. One more goal in the danger, man. PNP come to save the nation. We not replace the one now. A straight power we a rep. A range color clean from poverty we step. Tax increase, all ballot them teeth. Just to win seat. The things we no see. Can't bother with Bvrfam when I'm here. And Joe and this we a take, we a cheer. A great force, we a take it this year. We get the people, we see it say you not care. Yo, we say man them bad. PNP come to save the nation. Now switch, we not replace no one. I will not like Bvrfam. One more goal in the danger, man. PNP come to save the nation. We not replace no one now. Pull up. We are going to content now, ladies and gentlemen. The same I deal with. So big up each and every one of them on the live. We have Kryptonite. over this up on YouTube. Let me see who they up on TikTok. TikTok, who not deal with? Who is here? Who is here, TikTok? Blessings to everybody where hit the like button, you know. Feel me I say? I remember we have some little goal and think. I have to have some goal, you know. Set some goals. So guys on YouTube, remember the donation link is pinned. You have the Cash App and the PayPal, you know. The name and the link of the PayPal and the Cash App is pinned at the top of the comment section. Please double tap the screen to hit the like button. All you have to do is double tap the screen once to hit the like button. Now, people, in this video, me I talk about Bangarang left, right, and center. Shocking news report and audio. Some things from in the past, me even tell a lie what I was not aware of. And if I was not aware of it, I'm sure there are some other people that has not seen. What is? Yeah, I'm sure there's other people that have not seen, you know, these things as well that I'm about to share. Now, we're going to deal with two things. We're going to deal with some breaking news about the DPP and also, in this first section right here, so head boy, a conversation with head boy, some serious things, and also an article about the ombudsman. Zine. So them three things that we're going to start off with. Alright? So here we go. Here we go. Go and tap up your screen, go and share the live. Feel free to bless up. You know what I mean? In any way you feel led to. Alright? And keep the comment section flowing. I'm looking at both sides, right? The TikTok and the YouTube. So hold on, let me see. Alright, good. Here we go. Here we go. Let me line up this article here. First article more off the cover is this. Somebody will call me. I can't take no call I know. No. My general, I can't take no call I know. I'm live here, bossy. Yeah, I can't take no. You hear me? Yeah, but me I say I can't talk to you right now either because I'm up on the live and I do some reaction. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, yeah? Alright, blessings. Alright, back to this now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's a brother Bolo VNR. You understand? And I want to encourage you guys to support all of the platforms. We have Bolo VNR 2.0, Bolo VNR Clips, Bolo VNR, and Bolo TBV. What's TBV? Throwback videos. Alright, so at the new channel that for the people on YouTube, when you can see it on the screen, the URL is right there. Make sure some go ahead and go subscribe. And I try to get to 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours so we can get monetized over there. So do the right thing. And of course, Bolo VNR 2.0 on the road to 20K. Yeah, make sure that this video gets at least 1,000 likes. This particular reaction, you see me? So let me read and also show what is going on. So the editorial walking the ombudsman. Let's read this article. I've not read it yet, so this is a raw reaction. The brewing contention between the People's National Party and the mayor of Montego Bay over the alleged removal of the party's election advertising from the city again revives questions about the practicality of the political ombudsman in its current form and how it now conducts its business. It also a reminder of the lack of transparency with which those who were delegated the ombudsman job have conducted themselves, and of this newspaper instance on updating the political code of conduct to, among other things, affirm the critical role of journalists in democratic societies.
and the obligation of politicians to ensure they do not subject journalists to intimidation or violence or the threat thereof. Hey, this is interesting. Vernal, how you doing? Salute you. Thank you guys for hitting the like button over there on TikTok. Not a big up yourself. It says here that the political ombudsman used to be an independent, standalone commission of parliament until the eve of February 2024 municipal election, when the government wrongheadedly caused it to be subsumed in the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, ECJ, whose 9 members indivisible became the ombudsman. It was definitely a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. This was one of the biggest mistakes, or one of the worst moves that the Jamaica Labour Party has done. But I think they knew what they were doing. There is little doubt that over more than 4 decades, ECJ has done an excellent job in management of Jamaica's election system, transforming it from one steeped in fraud and corruption to a process that enjoys global confidence. But that is a technical side of the system. That is on a technical side of the system. Advising on legislation and certifying that the voters' registry is regularly updated and ensuring the voting process is efficient and credible. Woo! The political ombudsman did or is supposed to do something different. Okay. The office monitored the behavior and actions of political parties and their backers to ensure that their conduct didn't disturb the peace, spark tension, or incite violence between rival party supporters. Ladies and gentlemen, can we all agree that from the political ombudsman has been removed, we have heard statements from Desmond Mackenzie. We have heard statements from Everald Warmington. We have heard statements from even the Prime Minister that would cause alarm, like, we will not give up Jamaica to the PNP, like, over my dead body will I have Mark Golding as the Prime Minister of Jamaica, send him back, send Massa back. All of these things that they have said, like, oh, we have to take it to the streets to defend Andrew Holness statutory declaration. All of these things that they have said, they would have been checked by the political ombudsman. But the way how things are going, they are left without any checks and balances at this point, because they have removed the political ombudsman and put the political ombudsman in the ECJ, and the ECJ is in the office of the Prime Minister. This is a lot of different conflict of interest that we seem to really not understand the gravity of these situations. But I'm here to point it out. Let's continue. The ombudsman also investigated and ruled on specific complaints against politicians for breaches of the agreed code of political conduct. Hello, or as the elections monitored group Citizen Actions for Free and Fair Elections, CAFE, observed when the government was pushing ahead with the misguided plan to dump the political ombudsman into the ECJ. The ECJ would now be asked to adjudicate or unethical questions which are normally dealt with by the political ombudsman. So the political ombudsman, ladies and gentlemen, has a very important job, that the political ombudsman need to be independent of both parties to carry out that job fairly. And putting the political ombudsman in the ECJ has crippled that actual job that they have to do. You understand? Yes, it's severely compromised. But anyway, it said, saddling the ECJ with this responsibility overlooks the reality that its members includes politicians. You see the conflict there? Cafe said among the ECJ members are 4 representatives, appear each from the 2 big political parties, right? The newspaper remains confounded by the ECJ's failure even more than a year later to issue a public report on how the parties their candidates and their supporters adhere to the political code of conduct during the February 2024 municipal elections. Even if they were on the best behavior and there were absolutely no reports or accusations of misconduct, which we doubt, the ECJ had a moral and if not legal obligation to inform the Jamaicans of its perspective and conclusion on the question. A general election is constitutionally due by September. The political parties are already in campaign mode. Their paraphernalia has begun to emerge in communities across the island. The PNP has claimed that in St. James, of which Montego Bay is the capital, the chairman of the Parish Municipal Corporation, Richard Verman, has caused the removal of advertising board and other paraphernalia. The party argues that even without the consent of the municipal government, its ads in public spaces are allowed under the advertising regulation of the Town and Country Planning Act that permits any advertising specifically related to pending parliamentarians or local government elections. It claims that actions of Mayor Vernon, a member of the governing JLP, were politically motivated, and I absolutely agree. That's a fact. All right. Of greater concern, to this newspaper was the warning by the PNP St. James Councillor Kerry Thomas of a likely tit for tat if the party's material continued to be removed. Even without us saying anything, a PNP supporter will touch a JLP banner, and that will create an environment we don't want in the parish. He warned. This is what they want, in my opinion. This is what the JLP wants. ABR News, what's up? The JLP wants, in my opinion, a scuffle, a back and forth, a physical altercation between supporters. I think they want all hell to break loose in Jamaica so that the elections won't actually happen. Because they don't want the elections to happen because they know they're going to lose. And you remember what is not my word. You guys remember what Marlin Malahoo Ford said, that, oh, if a war was to start and there was a war, you know, it would take 12 months. We'd have to sit out 12 months and then re-evaluate the situation to see if we can call the elections. And if things have not changed, then it would take another 12 months. But at that point, the elections would be called. Can you imagine this wicked government pulling that off and having to wait 2 more years to get them out of power? Hell to the no. All of the comrade them, stand your ground. All right? Avoid all confrontation with any labor right. Avoid it. Get on the phone. Make sure say you move smartly. Stay off of the road. Anything one can do to avoid confrontation with the labor right them. Straight. Because as far as me concerned, all of this is orchestrated. That is my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Based off everything that I'm hearing them saying. You understand? And the words coming out of Marlin Malahoo Fort mouth and the government, when they know constitutionally by September the 15th, they will be dissolved and no longer be the government of Jamaica. So ladies and gentlemen, let us pray. You understand what I say? And let us, the 21st of April. Remember, Bolo 2025. You guys we need to go to Portmore 21st of April. Breakthrough Ministries. Right? Bolo 2025. Alright? The devils are planning. And we need to call upon God so God can wipe out them plans. You understand? For the safety of our children, for the safety of us, our families, you understand, our friends. Yeah. Bolo 2025. Portmore, Breakthrough Ministries. And the number is, we should have that number in my head by now. But what I'm going to do, just to make sure, I'm going to go on Mark Stewart page and give you the number. So anybody that wants to to reach out to them so they can get the information as to how they can reach to the event. Here's the number. The number is, and if they have any bus or anything, the number is 876-961-0191. That's 876-961-0191. April 21st, that's next week, Monday. Good morning, Mitchell, Marva, big up. Stain, big up. So 876-961-0191. People on YouTube, am I back? People on YouTube, am I back? Am I back? My thing said, Koran gone for you, you know. I chew me have the that's something I give me 18 minutes of power. Lord have mercy. When you talk about, so the man shut off power. That a Pastor Mark Stewart. Right, my life same way, you know. My life same way. What a thing. TikTok, you not hear me? Even if TikTok still at work. TikTok, you not hear me? YouTube, are you guys hearing me? Hello? Can somebody type in the chat? Oh, them still a share over there, so. YouTube, you not hear me? Let me just something like this. ECJ also needs to open a conversation on whether, or against the JLP administration. That I think that was Warmington that put a target on the journalists then back, if I'm not mistaken. Sassy, are you hearing me? Okay. It says here, the light come back, man. It come back? Come back. No. Guys, just hold on for me, huh? Wi-Fi boot up back. I don't mean go and read the article because I have a next article for cover. It says right here that the ECJ it is past time that the ECJ breaks its silence on these issues and acts, or better, the government should revert to the old arrangement and name a stand-alone ombudsman. I agree. I totally agree. Now let's go to the next article, ladies and gentlemen. This is, what's her name? The DPP. Yeah, the DPP. It says here, ODP internal fallout. Suspension of duties following court ruling. This a Bangarang. This a Bangarang, and every time I see this happening, ladies and gentlemen, you know what comes to my mind? I remember the Peter Chambers, Andrew Ole's kingdom. There's an internal. It is going out internally. There's infighting. It's not just every level. His entire kingdom. There's infighting. Right? So hear this now. The Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, is facing legal action from one of her own senior prosecutors following her decision to remove government attorney from active legal duties for 6 months. The development comes on the heels. What going right or so? Yo, hear me a son of Virgin. You don't ramp with me. Hello, Lena, come down. Just come down. Don't ramp with me. Maybe they are good and I read the article a while ago. Anyway, see it now? Yes, thank you very much. The Wi-Fi is back? Yeah. Turn on back my Wi-Fi, yeah? Turn on back my Wi-Fi. And take off. Yeah, we're supposed to go now. Guys, double tap the screen for YouTube for me, man. We can't have so much people watch me. 82 people and only 13 likes. Come on, man. Better than that, man. Better than that. Please tap up the screen. Double tap the screen with the finger, people. You know if you hit the screen hard enough, don't break the screen. Just double tap lightly with your finger twice. That's how you hit the like button. Anyway, let's read. Oh, the box cover. Yo, John style. Yeah, when people are pissed me off for that. Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Lewin, facing legal action from one of our own prosecutors. The development comes on the heels on a court of appeal ruling that upheld the prosecutor's suspension from practicing law. Mighty God, don't I hear them something? Come like they don't want me to read that story. They don't want me to read that story. So Paula Lewin get sued by her own people. And they say, boy, done. What does that mean? How does that look moving forward? You know what I mean? Let me go on their Instagram page and see if I see the story on Instagram for the cleaner. If there's any like audible visual about that story. Chinese Electric now rise to the occasion. Women accused of cruel Trump. So the DPP there. Oh, see that, but I don't see the visual. See me can find them on YouTube. Hold on there. YouTube, the Gleaner. What do you know say Gleaner there on YouTube? And what do you start follow them, you know? See if them have the story upon it. But me can't play. No, me can't take no call. Me can't take no call. Nobody don't call me. Nobody don't call me. Cannot take any call. No calls, guys. I'm trying to actually record something right now. I cannot take any calls. No calls. Alright? Text me. Me not see it, you know. Just like a move on, because I not see it. So, DPP get sued people by one of our people in a fear. In a fear circle. So you know say that bad. Obviously, I don't know why she don't step away. Right now, yo, that truck they just tear off some limb off of that tree there a while ago. You hear that? God damn. That can cause accident, you know. Father God, they can cover people in the road cars. You know, look good. Anyway, make we hear the reason here by Ed Boy on ABR News TV. You want to listen to this?
Blessed day, my brother. You're live on the ABR show.
Hi, good day, Anne Isabel. How are you?
I'm alright. How you do?
I'm good. This is Ed Boy.
Okay. Nice to hear from you, sir. Big up yourself every time.
Yeah, man. I want to tell you it's very good to be on your platform. And I like the synergy amongst the bloggers in the social media space.
Definitely.
And so I want to tell you, you're one of those bloggers that it's like you're a part of my daily breakfast in the morning. You're an aromatic.
Yeah. Big up yourself.
Every day I just refresh, keep on seeing what videos coming. So I want to tell you, keep up the good work, man. You're doing a very good job.
Most definitely. Yeah? Thank you. Yeah.
You're doing a very good job. But
no rain now fall, man.
This thing with and I know a lot of people might be rejoicing. Yes, the IC Commission chairwoman or chair lady.
Yeah.
But I don't think people understand this woman's political background. Right? Did you know her husband was Paul Beswick?
Paul Beswick. No.
Right. Which was from the firm Beswick, Valentine and Beswick.
Okay.
By the way, her husband was a defense lawyer for Dudus.
Okay.
Let me go again. And it's not alleged.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way. Woo! Man. So you telling me that, and the man said it's not alleged, but I'm going to say alleged. Chelsea, what's up, love? So you telling me that the new integrity when me tell you say Bangarang all around, you're telling me that the new integrity commission director, her husband was the defense lawyer for Dodos. Man, you can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up. Man, listen. I don't know if this is true. This is Head Boy speaking, but I am going to entertain the thought of it being true. Guys, how do you feel about that, Jamaica? If it is true, how do you feel about that? Oh, but wait, there's more. Let's continue.
He was also a defense lawyer. He was also a lawyer. So a lot of the JLP members, including one of my good friends who died, Lawrence Broderick, who was the member of parliament for Northern Clarendon in 2007.
Oh, Reina Father, Port Antonio. No, so not Reina Father.
Most of her husband's clients were actually from the JLP.
I've seen that now.
And if you realize, the first thing that she said to, a couple of days ago in the cleaner, was that she said, she wants, essentially what she's doing is agreeing with what the parliament has been saying. That the matters need to be thoroughly investigated before you give an update, which don't make sense. Because this is the issue that we have been having. Nobody is saying that you're supposed to interdict anybody. And most of the time when the integrity commissions send out something, they already have done their investigation in any way. So we have been calling for a middle ground. Where
Portland, big up.
The IC can actually give a halfway update. So if the update is, we are currently investigating Frank Joe for this matter, right?
Yeah.
We're not saying that you're going to just come out and tell us everything, because you obviously have to have some sort of evidence.
Definitely.
Yeah?
True.
Before you interdict people, because look at the cases like with Michael Phillips and even the guy from down Central Westmoreland.
Yeah,
that was different. Right? They pleaded guilty because they were unable to have declared in time, not that they committed any crime.
Yeah.
So those are simple matters. Those don't warrant any prosecutorial issues. But we're saying in cases like, for example, the Prime Minister who from 2021 could not, his statutory declaration has been uncertified.
Yeah.
And the commission still remains mum, and why it cannot be certified. So when you see a new commissioner come to the fore, and she's going to tell you that she's virtually agreeing with what the government is saying, that they need to allow
completion.
Yeah, no, I don't think that is right, because anywhere in the world that you have to investigate as a politician, remember that a politician is not treated like a normal citizen, And I think this is what these people are forgetting. If you can't take the heat, don't go in the kitchen.
Amen.
Don't go in it. And I'm saying, even if it is
people, tell me what you think about that. What Ed Boy does say. Because that's a fact. A public figure is held to a higher standard. With great power comes great responsibility. I personally agree. Because the power that these politicians hold can set us back for multiple generations if that power is used in the wrong way, if that power is used based off corruption. So they don't get to be regular citizens and talk about my privacy and that. No. We need to know what go on with your bank account, brother. We need to know where your family they link with. So if you cannot, I said this before, no? In not so many words, if you cannot comply with the Integrity Commission, don't be a politician. This is a new age and a new wave of accountability. Something that the people of this country has called for. We the people want to know what the hell is going on. We are tired of the lies. We want real transparency. And if you're not about that, just don't come to the ballot, because we not vote for you. Period. If a criminality you want to encourage and continue with it, go by yourself, brother or sister. Anybody that is fighting against the Integrity Commission, and if it's even the new director that is now agreeing with the parliament, she get -1 for me. This that head boy has now exposed, me I look on the lady sideways. Was this lady a plant? I am questioning her credibility at this point because of her alleged ties with the JLP. Her husband did what? And was the liar for who? And was the liar for how much? People on that side? Uno telling me, say, Uno no find something wrong with that? Uno say that a conflict of interest, given that the most people them under investigation is the same labor right them. And all of the PMP, them statutory declaration certified, and none of them now under investigation. What can go so? Was the removal of the girl a smoke screen? Was the removal of the girl, what's your name? Prince, Kamina Prince, whatever she want name. Was her removal a smoke screen? Are they playing chess with the minds of us to think to give this lady, the Integrity Commission lady, credibility? These are some questions I have, ladies and gentlemen. These are, just tell me what you think in the comment section, but these are some questions I have based off what the brother is saying. Alright? Let's continue. Guys, this is serious.
PNP members who are found, who are under investigation, give us the update on them.
True.
We need to know.
Because from about 2 years ago, we learned of the 6 being under investigation. We should have some more update on at least those other 5. We know that the Prime Minister is one out of that first 6. You understand? So
Go ahead.
So you're correct. We should at least get some more update as to how far they are with those, or we should at least be getting some more of those reports out in the Parliament now.
But I tell you what the chess player did.
Listen to this.
Right? What the chess player did was by taking the Integrity Commission to court. What he has done is virtually tied up the Integrity Commission's hand.
Yes.
So the matter of the illicit, remember now, is asking for the court to strike
out illicit enrichment plan.
Yeah. So all of those 8 persons, including himself, the Commission cannot publish anything relating to their matter. And I think the ordinary Jamaican don't realize that that's what has happened. Yeah. So once the word illicit enrichment is mentioned, the IC cannot say anything on it until the court has ruled.
My God, right? So we all have to wait for October the 13th.
And you realize what is happening? So they are very smart, because what is happening, and I'm saying this ought not to have been, the case management system in the courts should have allowed this to be a matter that should have been dealt with urgency in the US. Right? When you have matters of constitutional matters like these that require constitutional review, they're called up immediately. Meaning they trump every member of constitution.
Yeah, man, this should have been expedited for real.
It should have been expedited, and what they're doing is playing with the clock.
Yes.
Yeah? They're playing with the clock because they know. Now, look at the funny thing. If it was...
Ladies and gentlemen, I remember distinctly, maybe a month ago, I called ABR News TV, and if she's in the chat, she can confirm this. I called ABR News TV and I said, what is going on with the Integrity Commission? Why have I not heard any more reports go to the Parliament? No head boy has put it into perspective. Andrew Ones and his lawyer and his team, they are sly devils. They knew exactly what they were doing when they sued the Integrity Commission. And they called for the resignation of Mr. Pantan. Mr. Pantan already knew what they were doing. And Mr. Pantan saw the wave of confusion and corruption and decided, and this is my opinion, I decided that he's going to walk away. He's going to walk away. And I can bet he prayed on it because he's a pastor. But you see, them are planning on God a wipe. They are planning on God is wiping. And I'm going to go back to the prophetic word of Pastor Peter Chambers. All the efforts of Andrew Ones and his government and his cronies to cover their corruption, thus saith the Lord, will only make the disgrace bust out even bigger. There is nothing he can do, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to stop God from exposing every dark, dirty, deep secret of this administration and of him personally and his entire syndicate. Thus saith the Lord. Not my word. That is the prophetic word from Pastor Peter Chambers. Alright? He told us that he has seen his end. And he was asking God for mercy for him. And God said there will be no mercy. Not my word. I played that video many times. You understand? So, make them continue. Make them continue, man. God not sleep, you know. God not sleep. And I gave, you see, I'm the type of person that give people the benefit of the doubt. So I don't know this lady from the Integrity Commission that just was appointed. So I gave her a 0. I was waiting on her actions to see if she would get a plus score or a negative. The other day when she made a statement, I said, okay, so like she's serious, me give her a 1. I said, all right, 1 mark for you. But no, Lady J, I'm telling you. But no, she get -1. This revelation from Head Boy and other people in the chat telling me that, showing me that they know of what he speaks about her husband and everything and the background. Yeah, that doesn't bode well for me at all. At all. I don't like it. So I give her a -1. At this point, I don't trust her. Yeah, -1 is where it's at. If it gets worse, obviously that negative is gonna go up. But we're gonna watch and see what's going on. Let's hear more.
They're afraid of. And remember too, they're playing with the clock.
Yes.
Yeah, they're playing with the clock because they know. Now, look at the funny thing. If it doesn't matter where, what they're afraid of, and remember too, don't forget that the courts, no matter what nobody want to tell me, and I know I said Buchanan might disagree with me, but the courts still inherently have some sense of political intervention. They inherently, because the court management system is still monitored by the Ministry of Justice.
Yes. Yes.
It is still monitored by the Ministry of Justice. So there is some tinkering, and don't make no mistake, a lot of these judges you see lately, I see some people being appointed to senior position as judges, and I know their politics. These are people who are close people to GLP operatives. A lot of our judiciary has been penetrated by people who are close friends of both. And I mean, you've seen it in the PNP, you've seen it in the GLP. I'm not going to just come out and pretend as if it has never happened under the PNP.
Yeah.
But what we're asking for is that the judiciary must have that sort of, even if you are close to somebody, when it comes down to justice must be blind.
True. I agree.
Lady Justice must have a veil. But I don't want to spend too much time on this one because I know we have to go as well.
Yeah.
But the next issue I want to look at is the council, right? And you know, the council matter in relation to the water, right?
Yeah.
And what is sad, right? It shows you the level of corruption. When I say corruption, in the sense of how these people want to corrupt the truth, or they want to mishandle the truth. Because people don't know, Jesse James Clark is in fact a doctor. Yeah? His specialty is actually in public health.
Yeah. Teach them about.
Yeah, so he studies the disease control and disease prevention mechanisms, right? So when he was able to obtain the research and saw it for himself what was happening in these areas and see for himself what was happening in these areas, you know what is shameful? An institution of government which normally is separated from the politics, NWC, would come out and say the money is lying. Right? And
terrible.
2 weeks after them come out and say yes, he was telling the truth. And the same Ministry of Health now is saying yes, the water dirty, but it's safe to drink. What can go to?
Exactly.
It's either it is dirty but not safe to consume. Or yes, it is dirty, not safe to consume, so we suggest that you boil. And Jesse James was saying, Jesse James was not calling down the system, they were just merely saying they wanted up a certain standard that you must boil it.
Yeah.
And they have made this become blow it out of proportion.
Jamaica people
playing politics, yeah.
But it shows you, and I agree with the caller before, when you have people like that idiot, like an Elon Thompson, right, who can descend to the Senate, right, the caliber of the Senate. I remember the days that I was young watching the Senate. Yeah, AJ Nicholson, right, KD Knight in them glory days, Lambert Brown, right, Senator that was in charge of coffee. No, and Grant, even though he might not be the bestest of speaker.
Yeah.
But you used to see some real rigorous Senate. Senate discussions, right?
Yeah.
Even the same Dwight Nelson and others. The senators
Yeah, buckle for the mind, not true.
You know, when they call it commander pen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Simple Pebbles, what's up?
Everybody and you only feels he owed a favor. He sends to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
That's what's happening, yeah.
And whilst we're at it and I go now, all I have to say to Andrew is, if you so brave and bad, why don't you call election? Meeting at Delman Road,
not doing it, my boss.
People don't understand why that meeting was called at Delman Road.
Yeah.
There's an internal bleeding in the GLP and then manages the leaks that has been coming out.
Yeah.
The cracks have been there for a long time.
True.
Long
Listen
time.
this.
But what is happening now is many persons are sensing that they're about to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So you know when you're crying, it is the cry for help.
Yes.
So a lot of the persons who are crying on this crying, they're crying for help. Because the Westmoreland situation, a lot of people didn't listen to that voice note properly, but I did.
Mm-hmm.
You realize in the voice note, they said that Wheatley was supporting James.
Oh.
Listen it back again.
Mm-hmm.
Listen it back again. And Venetia denied that Wheatley was supporting James, that James was only saying that. But if my memory serves me right after Wheatley was dismissed from the cabinet and sent out, what did Wheatley say in an article? That the price of political loyalty, that politics has no loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget this, that Wheatley has never truly forgiven Andrew Wallace.
Okay.
And based upon what I'm seeing happening in the JLPs, that a lot of camps I know are reared because they know the JLPs actually not planning to lose, meaning they want to lose.
Mm-hmm.
But they're preparing because they know they have lost. So they're looking at who can take over the party post Andrew Wallace.
Yes.
Yeah? And Andrew Wallace is looking at who he can put in a seats to take over when he loses so that he can still remain.
Yes, definitely.
Help. We hear the rhetoric.
Intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need it. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
Money move, big up. People, where's the lie? Where's the lie? When you look upon people like Marlon Morgan, we are capped for Andrew Holness. Why him get a senator seat? When you look upon people like where the next bridge in the name, the tourist board, we get position. When you look upon Draws Davis, attack Jesse James Clark about the water situation at the interview, and how him attack KD Knight for being at his daughter's conference, right? And coming at PJ Patterson talking about he is the crime prime minister, or the dead prime minister, or some rubbish like that, only to find out that under Andrew Holness, more people have been unalived by the police and criminals under his watch. More Jamaicans have been unalived under his watch at an average per year. These are the facts. People lie, numbers don't. As much as all them want to skew the numbers, it's already documented. Roslyn, how you doing, sweetheart? So good to see you, love. Appreciate you pulling up on me. Guys, please remember to hit the like button on the YouTube. Just double tap the screen. 160 are you watching, and only 21 likes. I believe we can do way better. So much people now watch YouTube on them TV. Stop it. So much people now watch YouTube on them TV. When you hit up the like button, man. I'm telling you already, the like button is needed for the video to go out. So if you truly are a supporter of the platform, what this is telling me is that only 22 people is supporting me right now. I'm not asking you for donations. I'm asking you to hit the like button. It's free. It is absolutely free, ladies and gentlemen. My God. No wonder when I get a notification because when I watch it on the TV. That's why you guys are not getting notifications. You need to watch it on your mobile phone that you're subscribed to the account. And that way you will get notifications on your mobile phone. Well, let's continue. That I think that at the end of that for my boy, them just gonna play one more thing. Let's see.
Every party do that. That's why you see all of these new people must force in the seat, even though the people must say no to them.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody say you can still, Opal say you can still like the video on your TV. I don't know what them are doing.
Yeah, man, and keep up the good work, man. I really appreciate the work you're doing.
Thanks again, and thanks.
So big up ABR News TV. You understand? That was definitely something that I had to share with you guys, because the stuff that he was raising, I'm telling you. And you notice he talks about the PNP and the JLP. He's not a biased man. There is a thing about our system that needs to be changed so it can benefit us, the people of Jamaica, and not the people that are in power to continue and maintain power. All right? That is the problem. That is what he's talking about. But look at your screen, ladies and gentlemen, not the people that are on YouTube. And what is happening on this screen here is a picture with Jas Davis and Abka. This looks like a boat party. So we see, say, the people, the JLP is completely compromised where nationwide is concerned. There's no doubt about it. I don't think they're even trying to hide it. This bad. This is bad. That's why I'm established the nationwide. We stop cover them thing, like for real. You understand? Because to me, their credibility is all the way in hell. You understand? All the way in hell, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. I was saying that the JLP's credibility is all the way in hell. This is a picture with Abka and Jas Davis. Listen to this. Oh, no, listen to this. Listen to this.
Good morning, big up on yourself on the Palm Sunday. Me not come for stay too long, but Jamaica no look in front of you. Now Judge Davis, this and Senator Abka Fitz-Henry, this is how they choose to celebrate the Senate recap. When me tell you, say the Labour Party compromise, you don't think a joke, and them have shares down at NNN, you don't think a joke. This remind me of, like what Palm Sunday, the best caption win. This remind me of the 5 loaf and the 2 fish. Best caption winning at the comment section. DM me $1,000 free credit. Anybody with the best title, best caption, who know win a $1,000 floor credit. Or Digicel. Stir up the comment section. Why not think about this in front of Jamaica? The best caption in the comment section win. Me away. Tell me, why not think about this, Jamaica? Jamaica people, good morning. Big up on yourself on the Palm Sunday. Me not come to stay too long, but Jamaica no look in front of you. Now Judge Davis, this and Senator Abka Fitz-Henry, this is how they choose to celebrate the Senate recap. When me tell you, say the Labour Party compromise, you don't think a joke, and them have shares down at NNN, you don't think a joke. This remind me of, like what Palm Sunday, the best caption win. This remind me of the 5 loaf and the 2 fish. Best caption winning at the comment section. DM me $1,000 free credit. Anybody with the best title, best caption, who know win a $1,000 floor credit. Or Digicel. Stir up the comment section. Why not?
Big up Jay Bryan. Big up Jay Bryan. Tell me want to think about that in the comment section. You know what I mean? I'm tell you rough. Ah, Lord of mercy, help us. Help us. The syndicate is crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Alright, on to the next topic, you know. Simple Pebbles, thank you for the gifts. Thank you. Shout out to the 27 people that hit the like button over there on YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you to you guys. All right, let's go to the next situation. All right. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo VNR, and it's never too late to highlight a situation like this because, you know, when it comes to police brutality, police misconduct in Jamaica, it's a theme that has never truly been properly addressed by either administration. And I can say that definitively. Whether you want to say that, you know, police brutality happens under either administration or one more than the other, yeah, it has not been addressed properly. And I think we are at a crossroads in our culture right now where I don't think the people are willing to accept any more of this. So I want to shout out Andre Stevenson. Let's listen to this story real quick, ladies and gentlemen, of Althea Long. My reaction to it. Let's get it.
With her son. Only know you put it. Judge Scholes cop for jailing man over disrespect. State hit with a $3.7 million bill.
So like enough money.
Yes, Jamaica.
I don't know what money, you know.
You heard that, Jamaica?
When the context comes in,
So
I don't know what money.
Andre, I am not going to be silent anymore. I want to talk.
Wow.
So I sent her the link just now.
Like and share, guys. Like and share.
I sent her the link just now.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend. Trust me, we have a whole heap
So that,
today.
but these incidents are happening too often in the country.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
These incidents. Hello, good night. Not hearing her.
Alright, I think this is her coming on now. Yeah. This is her coming on now, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. So make we hear this now.
Good night, Miss Len.
Good night, Andre. How are you?
I'm well. Do you want to tell Jamaica who you are, or you prefer to just keep it as it is?
No, I'll tell Jamaica who I am, because the fact is that I'm a mother who had to fight for my son to be vindicated. And those who read the paper yesterday must have seen the entire headline power trip. And that is what my son was subjected to.
Mm-hmm. So Jamaica, this is the renowned model and speech and etiquette coordinator, Miss Althea Len. If you know who Miss Althea Len is, go and do your research. People would have said Miss Althea Len is more of a privileged Jamaican. But despite being a privileged Jamaican, her son, tell us this, Len, from his son.
All right. Son, do you want to speak, or you want me to? My son wants to speak, Andre.
Let him speak.
Go ahead.
Yankee bless, big up.
Pleasant good evening. My name is Renaud Sosan. As many might have read yesterday with the issue with me and the police force in 2012. That whole experience for me was one that kind of shed light on the lack of discipline amongst those who say they're how do you say, supposed to be figures who are kind of helping to carry out the law and certain things. They lack certain principles, and that whole dilemma, it kind of showed up how people, they're easy to jump to conclusions and make the assumptions and profile people, which is something that is like a black on black issue that has been existing and is still existing, and it's kind of a mental conditioning, because people feel as if you look a certain way, carry yourself a certain way, and you don't even have to be carrying yourself a certain way. You just they just create a narrative about you in their head, and then carry out certain impulsive actions that lead to things like this.
So what really happened with you and the police officer?
All right. In a summary, I was in a Mandeville market, right, about on the 6th of October, right, between hours 12 and 2. And me and my friend, we were conversing, and we were just looking out, and there was a service vehicle that was parked in the vicinity, right? And, we were just talking and looking, and the officer said, oh, I looked at the service vehicle, and then I looked away, and then it aroused his suspicion, So at that point, he decided to approach me, requested a search or whatever the case might be. You know, I threw my bag on the ground, kind of showing him that, you know, I didn't have anything to hide. You know, you can go and search, no contraband, no weapon, nothing like that. And I guess he was kind of disgruntled at the fact that he never found anything. So, you know, charged me for it. So he's going to create an issue, you know. And then at that point, you know, kind of put him on my face, like kind of box me in my face. And then, you know, I wanted to retaliate, but, you know, I control myself because at the end of the day, you know how it is. If you hit them, you know, you might get shot or you might get beaten or something. So, you know, I kind of restrained myself. And at that point, now, all the other officers, you know, they came down and then he handcuffed me, put the wrist on the right, my handcuff on my right wrist, and then kind of he squeezed it to an extent and then, you know, brought me to the vehicle and put on the other cuff on my left hand, and he told me to jump up on the back of the truck. And in doing that now, on the tail of the truck, the handcuff tightened on my wrist, you know, so it started to bleed and everything. And, you know, long story short, carried me to the hospital, see the severity of the situation. You know, one of the officers recognized my mother and said, "Oh, Miss Lang, never know, say your son." And she said, "No, well, that doesn't matter. Go and book him, because the fact of the matter is, you know, carry out, because the problem already. You know, so carry him to the station, you know, and then process me and all of that stuff."
Then some know them I say
sorry.
Yeah.
Them are sorry.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened, you know.
Because of who your mother was at the time, and they would have realized it just now.
Yeah.
So basically, if your mother wasn't Althea Lane, God knows what would have happened to you.
Exactly, because them, you know, initially they look at your profile, like, you know, you're some little dirty boy or whatever the case might be, you know, and then they find out who you're connected to now or whatever the case might be, and, you know, everybody shook all of a sudden, you know, and then Indicom gave us the green light. Yeah. Hold on, Mrs. Lane would like to speak.
Okay, we went to court.
So before Miss Ling goes ahead, you see, more the labor right them, we are listening. Come on now, listen. I want you guys to take sleep and mark that. You see how long we've been telling you that we're supporting this government and the wrong things that them doing, and because you don't feel like say, yeah, we are labor rights, so none of the things them that people are complaining about will reach your doorstep. This lady is an established figure, and it reached her doorstep. Ever hear they say you can't catch Kwache catching shot? Well, it catch her shot, and she was not even in the wrong. She just live at Jamaica. She just a one Jamaican. So I want that to go through the thick skull them and the labor right them. Say not because you're labor right, you see the hospital system, all of the foolish system we are going in a healthcare, it is going to reach you. You see the brutality where the police them are going with on the road, some of them, it is going to reach you. Continue to support the madness that this government is behind and see if it's not going to reach you. I just want to remind you, you know, that it is going to reach you. It's not a if now, but now maybe. So if you make the mistake, I'm going to talk about not give this government a third term, don't ball to nobody when it reach you. Period. I just wanted to say that. Right? Some of them police, them need to go back at training. Literally. Them need to go back at training. Because you know something? If they didn't have the authority that they had, and they didn't have a gun on them or a weapon on them, and it was just mano a mano, knuckle to knuckle, body to body, enough of them are coward. They would have shiver. When box the youth for? When box the youth for? Why did he box the youth? See, and this is where restraint comes in, you know. Because I'm not going to tell you, listen, I'm not going to tell you that I am going to have the same restraint that he has in that situation. I hope to God I do. But I might have a bad day. I might have a bad day, and I might have reflexes in abuse where you put your hand in my face and me I go do the same. You understand? And unfortunately, because they have a gun and because they have the system, right? Them protected when them do wrongs. and them they can analyze you and talk about say him did have one gun upon him and oh him try to attack me with one knife. And if you don't say a lie we are tell, when you just go look back, as a matter of fact. Let me find the video with let me go and play this in the meantime. Let me find the video with we know some show some clips. May I find it? Hold on, let's continue.
For 7 times and the police didn't show up and it was thrown out and I proceeded to go to Indicom. And when I went to Indicom investigated for 2 years and then they came back and said we were to file a civil suit. It took us like 5 years before we got a date in the courts. And then before that, they tried mediation, trying to offer my son $100,000, which he refused. And he said, yes.
Miss Ling, the government was trying to offer you that?
The attorney representing the police. And so I said, oh no.
Let me address this person in the chat. Sandra Wanson said, bro, do the party in power control what the police do in the line of duty? You see, this is what you call making excuses for the government that has ultimate power. 1, the government can make legislation to tamper down the police. And that's a fact. That is a fact. There's many things that the government can do to tamper down the police from unaliving our citizens. One of the things they can do is not come out and say, shoot to kill. One of the things they can do is not make statements like, meet your judge or meet your maker. One of the things they can do is not come on a public platform and talk about, we're using the SOEs expertly, right, to catch criminals that hide behind being a citizen of the country, knowing that although they are criminals, they are a citizen of the country. I hope that answers the question, you know. Don't come ask no more foolishness. Like you want to absolve the government, right? Well, sir, make sure you frame a question better. Because that question, they piss me off. The government has a responsibility. Why do you think they have a Ministry of Security? Why do you think they have a Ministry of Health? Why do you think they have a Minister of Justice? Why do you think they have a minister? Why do you think they have that? And let me play the clip. Let me play the clip of Andrew Ones saying that the SOEs are expertly used. JIS website. Let me play it. I had that clip on my, you know what? I had that clip on my Audible, you know, and I don't know what happened to the Audible. I had it on my Audible, and I can't find it. That clip should have been on my soundboard right now. It's one of the clips that I had put on my soundboard when he said it. You understand? So I don't know what happened to it. I don't know how it got deleted. I'm kind of pissed off. You see me? I'm kind of pissed off, I'm not gonna lie. It's supposed to be here, so.
Today, my job is to remind you that the Jamaica Labour Party has a... God knows this.
It's supposed to be here, so, man.
Frederick Douglas.
Can't find it. I can't find it on the soundboard, but I'm going to find it on JIS. Alright? With this keynote, here we go. 54-minute mark. Last time I go up on it. See that? You know, listen to the Prime Minister. Listen to the Prime Minister and how he thinks of people that are considered criminals. It's like they are not a citizen of the country, according to him. You know, say, your question make it seem like you're a supporter of the JLP. That's how your question make it sound like. Something is happening under the JLP. And as a matter of fact, if you go back and listen to my whole argument here, I never once make it seem like it only happens under the JLP. So you're a JLP undercover, brother. And you try to defend them. But listen to this. Because you expose yourself. You tell me say it's not, but you expose yourself.
We need a global consensus that will create a global war on gangs, that will treat with them in the same way that international effort was mobilized in creating standardized legislation across jurisdiction, dealing with finances of gangs.
Sassy said, no, not my prime minister.
But coordinating how exceptional and emergency powers
Listen.
are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of the country.
The man said verbatim how these SOEs are expertly used to deal with these criminals that hide behind the protection of being citizens of the country. You guys don't find anything wrong with a statement like that coming from the chief of the country? The man is telling you that the criminals are not citizens. But according to the Constitution, they too have the right to life. So when you, as the Prime Minister, is uttering these words, you are encouraging. I've never heard PJ Patterson say nothing like that. I've never heard Mark Golding say anything like that. I've never heard Mama P say nothing like that. These types of utterances, Sandra Wanson, always come from the JLP, and that's a fact. And I'm telling you, this is compounding the situation why we have an issue in our country with the police unaliving our youth in the streets. Almost 100 youth have been unalived by the police since the year have started. And last year, July, there wasn't 100 person that was unalived by the police. And it goes to the point of this situation with Althea Long's son. That this situation is being exacerbated, right, by this administration. They are encouraging more conflict between police and citizens. Because if you are backing the police in their actions and not coming out publicly condemning the unaliving of citizens, whether they are criminals or not, they have the right to due process. Do you believe that everybody that the police has unalived had a gun on them? Do you believe that everybody that was unalived by the police was in conflict with the police to some extent, and they were not cooperating with them? So it means that they should die then, right? It means that they should be shot and unalived. Is that what you're saying, Sandra Wanson? Huh? And coming to tell me about it's been happening before we're born. Not to this extent, sir. And there's a certain political party that is happening more under than the other. And that's a fact. The JLP they are the father of this type of situation. Look at Carl Garden incident. When the chief said, carry in the Rastaman them dead or alive. Do we really want to go down this road? Do we really want to bring up the history of all the human rights violations that this political party, the JLP, has been the center of over the years? No, I don't think I really want to go down this road. So just chill and let me continue with what Miss Leng is saying and her experience. Don't trigger me. Next time I'm just going to block you. Let's continue. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable.
Yes, Audrey, $100,000. So anyway, yeah.
Miss Ling, the government was trying to offer you that?
They tried mediation, trying to offer my son $100,000, which he refused. And we said, yes.
Miss Ling, the government was trying to offer you that?
The attorney representing the police. And so I said, oh no. Yes, Andre, $100,000. So anyway, I said, let's go to the Supreme Court. Let's go all the way with it, right? And we went to see Sean Kinghorn of Kinghorn and Kinghorn, and we proceeded with the case. So it took us another few years to even get a date to go to the Supreme Court. We went to the first hearing. Then last November, we went to the court with the judge and everybody was in court. And then at that time, we were told that they would get back in touch in respect of what formal order. I don't understand the terminology. Isaac would know. And then following that, this year, November, via Zoom, they advised us that my son had been victorious. But the reason, Andre, why I went all the way, I have seen just too many young men in Jamaica profiled, and because they don't have a platform on which to speak, and it is thrown out of court, and then mommy just go home with them and say, thank God they don't get no criminal record, right? But my child is also an American citizen. Do you understand me? Okay, he's an American.
And another thing, when does he get extradited? Now under JLP, I digress. Anyway, the fact that her son is an American citizen, this case is very more interesting. Listen to what she's gonna say here.
Citizen, and I born in the USA, and I went to the embassy. I reported them at the American embassy. Now it's over. I'm gonna go back to the embassy and let them know what was the outcome, because just too many of our young men.
Too many of our young men is being unalived by our people.
Are profiled, they get some criminal record, and it is just so hard for them in this society. You have on your hat and your pants, your shorts and whatever. Immediately you're a criminal. Not everybody can wear profile for white t-shirt. You get profiled for a white t-shirt and a shorts. So really and truly, it is a situation. When I saw it in the Gleaner yesterday, I never expected it to be there, but I said, okay, God, yes, thank you. You must know why you are doing this, because I am willing to stand up. My son is willing to go out and speak to young men and be a part of the process, because it is for real. And they harassed him. That 8 years in Mandeville, they harassed that child every time he was on the street, them stopping him. They are very vindictive also.
So, not only did the police, according to the situation, that it went to court and the guy won. Not only did the police do what they did in the moment, but even while the young man was carrying them to court, he was being harassed by the police. You see why nobody now wants to give a statement at Jamaica? Because we don't trust the police. Nobody wants to give any statement in Jamaica. Because next thing you're going to get a statement, then they say, crime stop. Next thing you're going to get a statement, the same police them, go to feed them people them, where a bad man and go tell them, say, him, a snitch for you. And next thing them come, because when you write the report, your address supposed to be in the book, right? Next thing you know, gunman come pull up at your yard and kill you because you're a witness. Do you guys trust the judicial system in Jamaica? Do you guys trust the police in Jamaica? Do you guys feel like you could be under witness protection for a serious crime in Jamaica and not be severely compromised? I'm just asking. Mighty God, let's continue. Let's continue. Lord have mercy.
Miss Ling, do you know
Yes.
that officer is still on active duty?
Yes, he was transferred to, no, I'm not talking transferred to, he was transferred to another police station, right? He was taken from the Mandeville, but he's a special constable, but he was behaving as if he was the superintendent of police that day, okay? And then when the job, yes, Andre?
He's a short man.
Yes, short. How you know? Short, very short. Short man itis. And then what happened with the whole situation is that he was so when I saw him, when he came into court, he was so boisterous. Even the judge had to say, calm down. You know, you can't behave like that here. He didn't know what reasonable doubt is. He said, if you look in the article yesterday, he said that he does not know what reasonable suspicion means and all of that. So what needs to happen?
What? What you say a while ago? Father God, take your wheel. Take your wheel, Father God. Take your wheel.
Milk.
Embarrassing.
We need some milk.
I believe at the training school level is that they need to do a serious course in customer service, communication, conflict resolution. They're churning them out. They're churning them out like McDonald's and KFC rather than having them within that framework and really training them, sensitizing them to the people within our community so they know how to respond to us. It's not a case of shoot and judge and whatever them saying these days. You know, there must be another way that we can deal with this on a community level and really make a difference in the lives of the young boys. I am a mother who felt it. I had sleepless nights for the last 13 years. And every time my son goes out, I am afraid.
Have you ever wondered what would happen if you actually sat down and talked with missionaries from the Church of Jesus Christ?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we can tell you, say, nothing has ever happened to me personally, but you see, my mother is the type of person that when she sees the news and she hears sons and daughters of this nation affected in this type of way, she immediately feels like it's their child and she starts to worry about me and my other siblings. That's why I always ask my mother to stop watching the news, because she really takes it on. She becomes inundated. Her emotions, everything is like she living the trauma of that mother. She's living the trauma of that father, that brother, that sister. So when I go on the road, it's the same thing what this lady just expressed. It's the same thing. My mother wouldn't mind me not go on the road ever, but me can't live my life like that. Can't live my life like that, brother. You understand what I deal with? So this is why I am on this platform and I'm fighting in my way for us to recognize that we all have a role to play in establishing freedom. We always have to fight for freedom because there's always a dictator lurking. And in this case, the dictator is Andrew Onis and the Jamaica Labour Party administration. They want to operate in such a way. Thank you for the gifts, Wiz. They want to operate in such a way that we should cower down and bow down and not speak. If Andrew Onis had his way, our channels will be shut down. All of us. Every single one of us. We know some channel would have shut down. Andre channel would have shut down. If he had his way and he could control the internet, it would be over. Nationwide would be the only program on YouTube. Alright? It would be the only one. You would be fed narrative, back a narrative, and cover back a cover. That's what would happen. I'm telling you. Alright? So, yeah. Just thank God for the free press. And any government that wants to fight the free press, understand, they are not your friend. They are an enemy of the people. And that's facts. Any government that you see wants to fight the free press, they are an enemy of the people. Please learn this. History has taught us this many, many times. You hear? Let's continue.
That he might not come back.
Wow.
The last 13 years. And every time my son goes out, I am afraid that he might not come back.
Trauma that, you know? Trauma that, you know? Wow.
I lived a nightmare. And yes, they might have said $3.7 million is nothing compared to what I think my child should have received by law. But the truth is, right? But the truth is that I proved a point. I stood up with my child to the end. And mothers don't need to fear. They don't need to be afraid. Maria Dean's mother, I reach out to her tonight to say that continue doing what you're doing, because at the end of the day, you have to just stand up and fight for the rights of your child.
Oh, so you're standing with Maria Dean's mom?
Yes, I'm prepared to stand with her.
The Maria Dean's case is so...
I appreciate that.
It's a toxic case in the court, you know.
There is a notion.
When we even look at the young man clacking, that guy in Junction who was killed by the security guard and stuff, you know, although he had a mental case, they say, but he is somebody's child. And if we have a country who don't realize the importance, our young men are, I think, the species now, any minute now, endangered species.
That's true.
It's true.
Yeah, they are an endangered species. So we as citizens and we need to understand that the country and the Minister of Social Security and all of these wonderful people who say they are a force for good, it's no longer a force for good.
It's true. I can share something with you, Miss Lane. Every day when I'm out on the street, if I'm stopped by a police officer and I choose not to declare who I am met with grave hostility.
And yes.
Every day.
They have stopped us, you know. They have stopped the car, and because of the experience, and they come to my car. I am there. My son is in there. They're telling my son to step out of the car, and I said, "Don't go into your bag for any ID. Let me take it out and give it to them." And at one point, I had to come out of my car and stand between the police and my son. And I said to the police said to me, "Hey, woman, move." I said, "You're not going to talk to me like that today. You're not going to talk to me." And I took up.
What did you say? Bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Emotional damage.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
Pilot! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them all there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out.
My phone and I was.
Yes, so you said the police look at you and say, "Hey, woman."
Okay. Yeah, hey, woman, move out of the way. And the gun is pointed on my son.
What?
And I took up the phone and I pretended that I was talking to a friend of mine who is in high authority. And when they heard me call the name, then they said, "Okay, let me see your driver's license." And then they said, "Okay, we can go." And I actually said to him, I could have had that gun. Parts. And then they said, "Okay, let me see driver's license."
What's up, baby?
And then they said, "Okay, we can go." And I actually said to him, I could have had that gun, a gun or something in my private parts. That's what I said to him that morning. You're behaving like that. Why are you accosting my child? I could be a person who have whatever it is, any kind of contraband in my private parts.
Wow.
And I mean, he was quite shocked when I said it, but I said it because, I mean, that is the reality. You turn on the young man. I am in there. You don't ask me to search me, but you're ready to draw a gun and stand up and come to the car and say, "Sir, yeah."
He discharged his weapon?
No, he had the gun, the long old gun when I walk up and down with. Brandish the rifle.
Pointing at
my child.
Many other occasions as well, you know.
I can tell you, They are not trained like that, I can tell you.
You have a minute here talk about them not trained like that. Me can't see 3/4 of the training when them claim so that they were trained.
Ishmael, you see, that comment is an untimely comment. It's as if you're disregarding the experience of the lady. That's just my observation. Sometimes it better we just listen. That's not the comment to happen right there, so bro. You understand? Because it's obvious that whether they are being trained properly or not, the training show about me, general. You can count the good police them there in Jamaica. You can count. It's not a lot of them. It seems, it appears. Especially in certain areas of Jamaica. Let me say that too. It come like say, certain areas of Jamaica, them police they get trained different. They train to be hostile. They don't train to talk to the people them properly and deal with them good. When it comes out to like maybe in the tourist area them, Splash Digi big up. When it comes out to like in the tourist area them, the police them probably look a bit different in the daytime. Them probably, you know what I mean? Yeah, because it's a tourist area. Zane, but you see in a certain area, the police them deal with the people them like them are animal, bro. Them don't deal with the people them good, brother. All of the people them don't do nothing, bro. Them don't deal with the people them good. You see, this profiling thing is a very, very serious thing. It's a very, very serious thing, bro. Trust me. Yes, stay in the lane or else. Not true, Yankee. I'm a general, Ishmael, I'm a G, but Ishmael, bro, not do that, bro. Not do that, bro. There is a disconnect with the police them in their training and when they actually reach for the job. And on the need to do some investigation, or the government need to do some investigation and find out what is the disconnect. Because we keep hearing about this wonderful training. But then you have an audio like this coming from the government. Listen to this audio. Alright, listen to this. Listen to this. I'm gonna find it. Oh, wait there. Yeah, right, that's all.
Either meet a judge or meet your maker. Our prisons and police lockups are fully populated. I do not train my police to lose. We have the superior training and firepower to ensure that we win every time. Wherever they go, we'll find them and we'll bring them in, one way or the other. Whether we bring them in the pickup that come behind us in the car, I don't want to come on a stretcher, it's their business. I don't problem that, right? But we'll find them and bring them in. Either meet a judge or meet your maker.
You know that they're talking about human beings, right? When you heard them talk there, so the prison them full up. We don't have enough space. One I say meet a judge and meet a maker. One I say the pickup coming behind can pick them up. You no business either way. Let me play it again. Not my word.
Either meet a judge or meet your maker. Our prisons and police lockups are fully populated. I do not train my police to lose.
Police commissioner say prison them populated and he do not training police them to lose. Right? So the new thing in the report them is not that them find the man them with gun upon them, you know. There was a confrontation with the police and they were shot. A confrontation, you know, people. Confrontation. If the police is violating your constitutional rights, you should comply. If the police is beating you with a stick in your head, you should comply. That is what this government is telling the people of Jamaica. Like the police them doing the wrong things. All we have said, We need the body cam them and argument done. We need a system in place for the body cam them work. When as soon as the man them come on the job, body cam for on straight through. At no point in time the body cam not for off. That's what we need. Argument done. Because we will not trust the police. We can't trust them 100%. There's no way. Thank you for the gifts, Black Welsh. There's no way we can trust them. Given the history and everything that has happened. And you don't wait till stuff like that happen to you for you to be concerned. And that is my issue with 90% of the Jamaican people. You guys always wait until these things reach your doorstep before you care or give a damn. But I think I think Isaac said something that is noteworthy to hear. So let me continue with the audio.
That's what I'm telling you. Them train like them they and fight war in the Middle East. And what do you have every day you come out, they are not trained like that. Stop it, man, Ishmael. Stop it.
Man, they get the fire, Ishmael.
Like that. That is not what they're carrying out.
Right, and I would love to be offered to be given the opportunity to sit with the commissioner of police as a mother and explain what it is that I went through over the last 13 years. I still have to be so careful because this is the way it is. And I feel like I'm in Beirut, or you feel like you are in North America, where black boys are an endangered species, which is one of the reasons why, okay, fine, he came home, he likes being in Jamaica, he grew up here, he went to school in the US, but you are run from America situation and you come buck it up here, so?
Mighty God.
There is this sense of power.
She said something, you know. You said that you'd want to meet with the commissioner of police.
Yes, I would.
If you were to meet with him tonight or today, what would you say to the present commissioner of police?
I would really outline my personal experience, what has transpired, and I am in training and development, and I would offer my services. I remember when Mrs. Bent, Superintendent Bent was in, she brought me in to train the trainees in terms of customer service, personal development. We did conflict resolution, we did role play, and it was an excellent, excellent exercise.
Well, on the adverts, people, adverts. You hear what she said? The lady said she is more than willing to have a sit down with the police commissioner. I think it's a great idea. Will they accept the invite? I doubt it. The police, they need to be desensitized. And you know what's funny? You know what's funny, guys? Them only tough in our Jamaican streets. If you was to put them in a real war situation down at Gaza and one of them place there, them piss up themselves. Enough of them. Them are just bully, fake, regular civilian. Make them go in a real combat situation and see what go on. Something they say, so I must fight for 8 hours for these sort of interaction with these idiots. Well, unfortunately, the reaction ain't gonna be a walk in the park, respectfully. Yankee bless, big up. This idiot in the comment section, I hope I don't meet them a talk to us say, you live in a Jamaica, go look at work, drunk. Now, a lot of people is misguided when they come on my platform, and they believe because I can speak properly, that means I'm Jamaican. And if he's talking to Alti along, that would make no sense. So I'm gonna take it that he was talking about me. Not going to call him name or give him no promotion. You can go to hell. So go look at work. I've never been a criminal. I've always been hardworking. I've always been a law-abiding citizen of Jamaica. I have a lot of police friends, and they will tell you that these things that I'm speaking of is a reality in the force. What they won't do is go out publicly and speak about it. This is a real issue in Jamaica, you know. The police, them know we are saying true, you know. Them know. But they mind them business, do them work, and move right along. And this is the culture of Jamaica. So now, the cancer, which is corruption in Jamaica, has become so huge. It's taking over the entire body because of that same attitude. It not affect me, man. Sure. Leave it alone, you know. And then you see when it reach them doorstep, them same one want to take matters in them own hands. And so crime never stops, ladies and gentlemen. To fix a problem, you have to go to the root. And unfortunately, when it comes to crime in Jamaica, we have either refused to go to the root, or the persons that were qualified to go to the root, we did not use them. Like SSP Renita Adams, that was supposed to be our minister, not our minister, our commissioner of police years ago. And certain individuals in high places said, no, sir, not going to work. England and them people, they say, not going to work. You remember when SSP Adams did come out and said that for an interview? Say it came from high up that SSP Adams cannot be. I think even in America there was some influence for him not to get the job as well. Because you see, SSP would have crippled a lot of corruption that was deep-rooted corruption that was going on in Jamaica with politicians and criminals. So them know say him not have no respect for no criminal, you know. No matter how big the criminal is. It could have been a parliamentarian. Him no business. Him going to come for you. As long as him have the evidence, you are going to get locked up. So if you save themselves the embarrassment and also a loss of money and even their freedom, SSP Renita Adams was not given that position. You remember good. So let's continue, guys.
But I think they are turning them out too quickly, and they're not capturing the essence of the human spirit, which they need to take out into the communities as they work amongst our young men who are frustrated. Some of them don't have any jobs, all of this, and they need to take that human element into consideration and change the way. It is not a force for good, as they say. It is lovely and it sounds great, a force for good. Let us make it a force for good. As citizens, let us feel that there's a change.
I don't know if this commissioner have on his agenda customer service or emotional intelligence. I think the only thing on his agenda right now is shoot and
Yankee Bless, no, me Them good, man. Them all right. We just block them, isn't it?
I thought you have any word on this?
Joanne Dawkins, good evening.
I just hope that good night all. I hope that people are listening to Miss Leng. But one of the things is so profound is that she still has to insulate her child in a nest, as grown as he is, because there is a disconnect, because this current government, and I say without apology, they don't respect the Constitution. The right to life is paramount, and they have decided that due process is working in the judiciary, the judicial arm of government. They are slighted, and so they create narratives and they do media policing. So they go and they kill you and they say you're some gang member, whether it's the goat gang or the pig gang, as farmers raise goats and pigs, and they think young people shouldn't have all of this, and young people shouldn't be striving. They don't believe it. I can tell you this. In Jamaica, 2025, myself, if I am not in a suit, I am profiled until they realize who I am. Do not take time. Ishmael says, if I don't declare who I am, and oftentimes they have no regret and no remorse. I've taken matters to the court and won, and the men have since been murdered. If you recall a case called Everton Douglas, Nicholas Heath was murdered after the first instance. His family was also, one of his family member was murdered after the result of the Court of Appeal. many other young men. I've never forgotten Andre Smith, who was murdered after he won his lawsuit against a police officer. Was murdered after he was slated to leave Jamaica for the United States. So this is well documented. Amnesty International is well aware. Jamaicans for Justice is being criticized because they have asked the Commissioner of Police to really try to sensitize the police officers with this mask wearing and hiding of the identity of the officers as if they're a part of a gang.
People, wanna hear that? Nehru, what's up? Patrick, big up. Walk on my General Brandon in the St. Andrew in a place. Wanna hear that? Not only is Isaac Buchanan profile when he's not in a suit. Until they recognize who he is, he's dealt with in a certain way. And people that he has, you know, helped in court to win their cases against police. They have been, some of them have been unalived afterwards. Mighty God. No, sir. April 21st, ladies and gentlemen, Portmore, Breakthrough Ministries, Bolo 2025. Make it a date and don't be late. We have to reverse this curse and reverse this order. It's not a joke thing. Because this cancer is only going to grow even further if we don't have some divine intervention. You feel what I say? And we don't know how far the rabbit hole goes, you know. That is exactly why we need God, because God sees all things and knows all things. So we are pray and ask God to remove these enemies of the people and of the state, both foreign and local. You understand? Yeah, because it's not normal, B. It's not normal. Tell me what you think about that in the comment section. I'm not really going no further. Because that reaction has gone on 1 or almost 1 hour now. And I still have more to go. Woo! I told y'all there was some serious things going on in Jamaica, man, that we had to discuss. Y'all think I was playing. Y'all think I was playing. Bruh. Man, what? Oh, this audio right here is even worse. Lord have mercy. This audio right here? Oh, my God. First time I heard this, man, I said, what? Man, y'all, check this out, man. Let me just let y'all know that, Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's your brother Bolo VNR. And I'm here to react to a couple things that I saw on Hot Off the Press. One in the past and one in the present. Claudette, how you doing? Beverly King, salute. Carl Garden, thank you for, subscribing and following the page. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the likes and thanks for the gifts. And if anybody donated to me on the Cash App or PayPal, hey, I appreciate y'all. This audio is very disturbing. And this audio is the first time I'm hearing it. And it has a huge allegation against the Prime Minister of Jamaica. I'm talking about disturbing allegation about the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness. And I stress the word allegation. Alright? Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this. Oh man, I thought I was talking still. Oh, damn it. Let me start that over. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the brother Bolo VNR, and in this one I'm going to go over 2 audios from Hot Off the Press. The first one is a one from the past, and the second one is something that recently somebody just said, and I think both of them is very important, and I'll put them together. But the first one, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm going to play here is some disturbing allegations against the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Wallace. And I want to stress the word allegation. These are allegation. What does allegation mean? Hasn't been proven. It's word of mouth. This individual is telling you their experience, not my word. All right? Not my word, ladies and gentlemen. But it is significant and disturbing enough that it needs to be examined. Because I have a lot of questions surrounding these allegations. Once I play the clip, I'll share my questions that I have. Let's go to the clip.
About Andrew Wallace and Juliet and all of them business. And
hey, lift up, move!
These
Get
people
away!
and a good people. According to the guy, according to his worker.
I'm big on Blackboard just come out this a while ago with my pitch.
You know, say you not but no vote. You hear that? Say my true word. I say see my go so hard pan the gun thing cause I want back them gun. But they ain't short. But they done them not tell you them. Say all you know say they MP them by the gun yeah. And the system gun this you know.
This is a man who live in a Juliet Holness constituency. And him a talk about things. So my viewers and subscribers in the area, police and soldier I do the hitman work for the labor right now. I know me say so. Just listen this and tell me what I think down below in the comment section and read.
Right this up.
Yeah man, I hear that speech.
I right this up.
Two-time I vote.
Alright, so in picture.
Two-time I vote for me.
Big old Blackboard, you know?
My wife my vote for still.
A crow you call that, you know?
And we not share what pan cause she know say you not but no vote. You hear that? Say my true word. I say see my go so hard pan the gun thing cause I want back them gun. When they short. But they done them not tell you them. Say oh you know say they MP them by the gun yeah. And the system gun this you know. You see me cause they know say them get vote out. So they want back them things them you see me. That's why I see them get rid of the youth them. You see me? That's why I see them put the zones where them check spot there, you see me, I see them place them. Cause them want back them gun, cause them know say them get vote out. You see me? All I see Andrew Wallace go on you know. The man they love gun you know, cause I used to work with him too you know. Enough people afraid for talk you know, but like I talk not for talk. So I used to work with that man there. When the man go parliament and fall back, the man have him big bumbo clock Glock 40. You see me? The biggest one. And the man the gun big and a 3 clip the man have. I work at the man they had. I not tell a lie on the man they hear that. The man that says yeah, I go on. Go on like him innocent. Kill him on to have youth them cause you know say the youth them vote him in and the youth them are find out. So all of the MP them buy gun to the youth them. So they want back the gun them cause them know say them get vote up. So we mature with pan. All the youth them name Andrew Stevens still have it. When talk still now everything must have everything. But him still don't want to talk the truth. He just a pick it, isn't it? So I miss work at them on the yard, I miss work on Jonas' yard. You hear that? I know them on the move. You see me? But you miss no people not talk like them afraid. So you can't just do a video then. And talk. You see me? Just youth them I want out the still. I want to know so now they see news. And hear the plan. But for them plan, cause them talk about them get so much gun. A lot of them tell no man bring me no gun. You hear that? Style that. Them want the other country them to make them say yeah them a work, you know? Them gun there a long time gun and gun a long time. No man bring me no gun or nothing. You hear that? Cause them don't know say system gun now. Cause if I'm not gun here say politician bring gun. You hear that? So who don't know? When they get all the girls say them talk about the system gun, if you get mixed up with a pay feed, I then go to the MP them by system gun. I hit the one back here. Yeah, sure, I think. I don't know, so I hear the 17. Just like when I watch Serpy, I hear Serpy talk about the 87 then. No time I wonder if Serpy I hear the 7, because if a crime I go on, Serpy can say it's a 87. Even if he's a young youth, he must say it's a 87, because he's a man who I 87. I bring them young youth, you see, because 87 crime different. You see me, I said different, you see me? Yeah, man, because when I try to tell you, enough of them killing me, you see I go on. Enough of them killing I go on some contract killing, you know. Police are enough of them killing down, soldiers are enough of them killing in the car. It's a true, the camp full of base soldiers now. They're not going to use no corner boy if they do not eat now. The police might do certain eat now, so when they certain eat now, make it look like the youth them do it. If you not open the eye and see, if you can't see, where the police boy name, Noel Matalan away one name, kill him. In girl, nice, beautiful girl, I know I can't find the body. I am is a police if you protect you, what do you want? Let's that me try to tell you, say, enough of them killing me, say, I go on a Jamaican island, yeah. And the police them, the corrupt police them, and some of them are do it. It man, it work, you hear that? Make it look like a youth them. Don't go if you want to know you would kill somebody when you see like gang war a go on, turf war a go on. You see me, man, I hold off the turf, man, I hold off on the turf, and big shootout, go on a man get gunshot in a shootout. And mother come pick up body, you can know say the youth them. But enough of them killing you see all women are dead and the youth, and when you get to youth of them killing, they hear that. If you can look and see the policeman killing bombard woman. Nice girl, and that's a John where she young and 20. When you take her have right in a place where policeman kill and can't find the body. You know, I know nothing more, you know, come here, you want a glass in the office, you know, one glass is nothing, man. For sure, say the police, them are the more major and the crime in our one in Jamaica. You see me? I have some police this, like a year and Jonas are going to show you, man. Like a year and Jonas are going about guns and then sit them off. Walk or reach you, let me tell them, man. As I pay them in corrupt police, them to start make some hit, shoot up some can and make it look like a war go on. Make it look like a youth them a killing one. That a go on a long time. You hear that? That a go on a long bumbuckler time. They say, see my go on so wicked. Him a go pay him corrupt police now. They say, see them a walk all year on the zone them, because them don't know that. They don't have hype on it already. The one them we them call delicate. In the community we vote them. They get the vote at the delicate them are them under the eyeball for them. And if they want to get the done, them on the sell out the done. That's how them notice you have some done there long and not that kind bow to the system. You hear that? The one them not bow to the system are them one that dead. You see me? Yeah, man. So I tell us our police are doing for them major crime. Said blood clot, Prime Minister or government or the MP or the councillor, pay all the corrupt police they go shoot up a car and kill 6, 7 people. Our police are doing them things that to make it look like a bad man. Because true bad man and 87 years easy for car, you hear that?
So my Jamaican people, when you hear what go on from what I go on, I don't have nothing else to say.
People, remember to hit the like button. Remember to share the live. I want to stand up in the comment section. Because I want to hear from Uno. I am not from the ghetto. I was not born in the ghetto. I don't know nothing about that type of lifestyle. I don't know nothing about this. And I'm being 100% honest. System, gun and beer thing. I don't know nothing about them something. I come from a Christian home. My father was damn near a pastor. And my mother is a woman of God. Up until this day. I was grown up to walk the straight and narrow path. Even when the road is rough. Even when the dirty tough. That's what I grew up on. Zane, and I personally gave myself an ultimatum that I would do all of the right things before I do one wrong thing to make money. So, call me naive. When me hear this, I'm shocked. Call me naive. I will take that. I am naive as hell. But, ladies and gentlemen, if these allegations are true enough, all of us in Jamaica is in danger. Or if you understand what I say, every single one of us in Jamaica we're in a sophisticated prison. We are walking around in our sophisticated prison. If all of this is true, what this man is saying in this audio, we are walking around in a sophisticated prison. You don't feel so? Then if police allegedly do these things, say for instance, these so-called people where the contract killing get a contract for somebody where it's just an innocent youth or innocent girl or innocent woman or man. But for whatever reason, whoever contract the killing from higher ups just not like that person there. They just want to get rid of them for some whatever reason. What is going to stop that from happening when allegedly is the police and the soldier them do them something? What's going to stop it? The people them that is supposed to be serving and protecting the people of the country. The same people of the country tax dollars we are paying them. It is alleged in this audio that the head of the stream is corrupt. And the entire river is also. We are living in a sophisticated prison. Again, ladies and gentlemen, April 21st, Portmore. Prophet Mark Stewart, Bolo 2025. If you don't realize how much we need the most, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. This is disturbing. This is very disturbing. Very disturbing. But I'm going to move on to the next clip. Alright? I'm going to move on to the next clip. Wow. Wow. Let's hear this.
Other day, you're up on high horse, I talk about una fix road. I saw road for fix. So at that one I need for the fix road the right way and stop a patch up a blouse and skirt place. Stop patching up the place and I go on like something I do.
Oh yeah, big up the mayor. Big up that mayor. See it there? I'm sure no what going because this is something positive. See mayor there, big up the mayor. One of the only municipality them where show all records. One of, me never said the only, one of, because some people are listening now. One of the only municipalities them where show the Auditor General all the receipts of the money them where them actually make. Make we just take a look at peep in all the works them what them do. Look on this.
Anyway, my people, taking this.
Big up your nice clean self and big up my nice clean councillor. Them a give me road for skate for and tool. Alright.
Hold on there. And what that on the side of the road there, so? Is that a drain? So they cut out the drain already before they start the road. That look like that's sensible. And the road lean to that side so the water run off. That looks sensible. Let's continue. That looks sensible. Yeah, man, that looks sensible.
Build it up, build it up. Bvrfam feel like a road that improve. Build it up, build it up. Put the X beside the end.
But I'm Prophet Grove, doing a little bit of work. And as the mayor can tell you, we're doing a total rehabilitation of the road itself. We're not doing any patching. We're doing the road sheeting as much as we can. So we will do another sheeting in very short order, maybe before the summer holidays come up. And I want to thank the mayor who provided the funds and the resources for this allocation in Bottom Prophet Grove. So Mayor, thank you very much. I hope that we can work in partnership and extend.
Mayor, big up your nice clean serve and big up the nice clean councillor. Them a give me road to skate from school.
Hey, let me tell you something. You see, as a politician, you see when you do good, the Jamaican people, them are going to load you up. You see when they not do nothing, them are going to load you up same way. Anyhow, you are the good for people, them. You don't have to come after 10 years and I try to convince nobody say you not do good. I just want to point that out. You hear the excitement in the lady voice? Big up my nice clean mayor, big up my nice clean councillor. Give me road for skate pan. As such Jamaican people stay. They are going to promote the good that you do. And if you do bad, they are going to talk about it. Some people won't call them afraid, because they live in certain areas. But that is the general culture of Jamaicans. And that's the truth. It's just the truth.
May I big up your nice clean serve and big up my nice clean councillor. Them a give me road for skate pan too.
I wonder if Michelle Charles will look over here so good.
Well, I'm going to go back. Zero the people.
May I big up your nice clean serve and big up my nice clean councillor. Them a give me road for skate pan too.
I wonder if Michelle Charles will look over here so good. I wonder if Michelle Charles will look our road fix properly.
People empire you
no
too.
patching business. I saw road for fix. Road.
Clean councillor. Them a give me road for skate pan May I big up your nice clean serve and big up my nice clean councillor. Them a give me road for skate pan.
I wonder if Michelle Charles will look over here so good. I wonder if Michelle Charles will look.
Yo, big up Adam for Apreciation. Alright, see that youth now? Yeah, that youth. Yes, so that youth we have a player now. Have a word for the JLP farmer artist. Yeah, man. What them call him? Gas. Yeah, that brother there. Only listen to this. Listen to what that youth have to say to Gas.
Not no good for the Jamaican people.
Somebody can send one message to Mr. Vegas for me. You can't say what I want to say. That SYMD. As an evangelist, I can't say it. Somebody can tell Vegas that for me. Vegas, when it come to you saying money, but you know what I want to say. But you know, your face there out about the man not to make no politician. The man not to make no politician use him. Which politician you are talking about? What do I could do? Calm down your nerves. Calm down your nerves. You're a child of God. Calm down your nerves.
People, when me tell them to say struggle is real. Yo, that youth here try to hold it, you know. You man have to remind himself, say, man, he's a child of God now and changing life, you know. Man, I try to hold it. But you see, then demon here. Then demon here, we have followed this blouse and skirt political party here. And a cap. And a attack Usain Bolt. With good national blurt, not era and legend. Man, they do more for this country than every one of them are in a parliament right now. On the JLP side. You see about no more for this country than every one of them. And Jonas included. And that's a fact. I mean, not take back no talk. That's a fact. You see me? Usain Bolt have more value to this country than Andrew Onis and anybody in one of them put together in a JLP. You would try to hold it. You want to see man face. You the man try to hold it be. I don't know if the gas brother saying no. I don't know him say. Anybody have the clip where I talk about Usain Bolt? Want to send me the link? Let me see what I got. Mighty God.
Yes, yeah, what are that's a boy. Look at me, understand you know want to remain relevant, you know, me G. Me understand you know want to remain relevant. But not everything you must listen, man. You must know where you are, me G. Boy, man, if you come out of retirement for run again, for what? But look at.
Him really say that?
Vegas. Go find something to me.
Bobo Shanti, big up.
Lift up half a boat, man.
What do you mean?
I chill on everything, me. Tell him I've kicked no concert. Tell him I've done nothing. Then, I don't talk about no, I don't know, one government man for blame. In a 2012 when the man put in his money, SSL never crashed. SSL never crashed 2012 when the man put in his money. If you go talk about politics up to 2016, SSL never crashed. There is record where Peter Phillips them intervene. Then they intervene and give directives.
Know him I talk about. This is you to know him I talk about.
Before you ask who run FSC, before you ask who lead FSC and what is their connections with the owners of SSL, you come and talk about him man to keep concert. Have to go run like him have to go walk again for him, hey boy. You deserve a box in your face.
You think of chattings?
You deserve a box in your face with that Vegas.
Nah, here.
Yo, I told you, you grieve me spirit, yo. You grieve me spirit. Right now, me would say government to give back him money. Me would have no problem if $2 billion out of my tax money when me a pay. Give back him money, but no. The owners of SSL figure a prison and the asset for seize.
True.
And give back him and the people them their money.
True.
You know come and chat shit a man is. Look at don't. You grieve me spirit, yo. You grieve me spirit. Lift up off our youth name and go find somewhere. Go find one who chuck up on them and go find one cave. Go broke your neck under one. Yo, let me not even say that. Let me take back that. You get out of hand youth, you pass your place. You pass your place, man, where you talk about.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
From 2016 to now, what has Andrew Holness administration, the JLP, done? When SSL crashed, Nigel Clark was willing to use taxpayer money to keep SSL opening, a private so-called investment company. Then when he can use private, when he can use the public funds, direct tax funds out of the central budget, he's saying he have what $100 million where police confiscate. If police confiscate money for proceeds of crime that are supposed to go back to the victims of crime, where that's done in an account I do. And they come back and talk out and look at, don't grieve me spirit out. Don't grieve me spirit. The man wanted to use the government money where we can benefit the country. To keep SSL open and running. 1 more week, that's enough. That's saying can thief out the computer them. To come hide evidence. To come make it look like, listen man, the old woman they will give her a report. And if no woman, she said, give her assurance that her money is safe. So no Jean and Pantan alone thief. Look at my hey boy Vegas. Lift up fire, son. You lift up fire, son of Vegas. Lift up off a boat, you know. They get dark, you know, man, the Chilani blood. The maroon blood in the Chilani, you know, I get with dark. The Chilani maroon, then I get dark, you know, man, I get me dark, you know. When you come a contact, we man, for go work again for your money. You deserve a box in your face, boy, Vegas.
Anyway, my wisdom.
I have nothing to say. I won't even waste my energy talking about that gas guy. The verdict has been in. You understand what I'm saying? The verdict is in about that gas guy. Right? At this point, you just full up of gas and everything will come out of mouth of do. Yeah. And probably I drink some of the water too, you know. And I tell the people them say, yo, you do the water safe, don't boil it. Because there's nothing that the JLP does that is wrong or needs correction in these people's eyes. The JLP is running a smooth, clean, non-corrupted shift. You understand? Yeah, man, the JLP, we don't have no issues. We don't have no issues in the JLP. Them is the best government. They have brought prosperity to us. The young people are wealthy. You know, they can afford $18 million, $25 million, and $35 million houses at the NHT. They're owning businesses. I'm talking about the young people under the JLP. This is what is happening. This is what is happening. The JLP is just amazing. I hope you guys hear the sarcasm in my voice. I hope you guys hear the sarcasm in my voice. Because the total opposite is happening. Total opposite is happening. You see, when you see people gamble, can't find money for gamble, you know say country not a problem, right? You know say money not run, right? The gamblers them are severely compromised in Jamaica. People will use cash pot to put on them pot. Why you think that is? When you fleece a man like Usain Bolt and the world see that, one of the things a sensibly investor come to Jamaica? No sensibly investor not investing in Jamaica. Miss Capital not easy. Hot Spicy, big up. Hot and Spicy, Janet, big up. Claudette, big up. Big up yourself. Sassy, big up. No, sir. This bad. This bad. So I like how that youth there address him, you know, and I didn't have to play that. So big up that youth there. And big up Attack for the press. Remember to follow her on all platforms, even on TikTok. All that labor right them out there, you know say Attack for the press. Love you know. You not even understand, no for you come at her or something. A tough love she go, you know, she try to wake up. So she do it in a fair way. She cuss out on the blouse and skirt and run away. And style on and class because it look like a that on respond to. You know, I don't know. Somehow like it's like you know the nature. It's like if a person is aggressive or he not come through. Cause I remember said this man Mackenzie said Siaga did box him up, you know, it help him, you know. So it's like I don't know, it's a PTSD thing with if you leadership in a party, if you leadership in a party, when I leadership them can get boxed up by Siaga and tell us that it made him a better man. You can imagine how them no wonder police them are going where them are going. If them have them that type of mentality there. I saw them plan to clean up Jamaica, make Jamaica better again by abusing the citizens them. Because if this man Mackenzie can't take abuse from a female leader, a female party, then I guess it come like them are them girl where them call it, them have Stockholm syndrome. When you research Stockholm syndrome is when you make excuses for your abuser and you praise your abuser while being abused. And even after your abuser pass away, you still revere your abuser. That is Stockholm syndrome. You know? When you go look it up, Stockholm syndrome, it come like that JLP party is a party of people who have Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, them not tired of the labor pain, them like the abuse. I just say, But that's a say an observation. I'm just saying because it don't make no sense. Oh, a man will box you up, and then you say what you say. Oh, this man McKenzie will say a grown man admitting for an interview say a next grown man they box him up, and in a retaliate, in a defend himself, in a box him back, in a take one piece of wood and lick him across his face. Nothing. Him just take the box and still a work with him same way, and still a praise him years after. What can go so? Man, listen, I'm not inviting nobody to box me. I'm just gonna say that. Me not invite nobody to attempt to box me. Period. You don't know what them people are dealing with. You understand? Nobody at all. Me show respect, me walk with respect, me angle myself with respect, and me expect respect. Even from the police them. Even from the soldier them. Me expect respect. Because me show respect. Always. Anybody who know me know that. Respectfully, of course. And I'm not a tough guy. But I'm not going to stand for certain things. I'm just not. I'm sorry, I'm not. I am not the one. Okay? I am not the one. Trust me, I ain't the one, baby. Leave me alone. Period. Alright? And leave Usain Bolt alone, goddammit. That man has been through enough. And all the other victims of SSL. And the key word is victims. Dirty, nasty, gas guy. Oh, tada. Oh, face still have blows and skirt. I was thinking about taking some calls, you know. You understand? Does anybody want to call in? The number is Sexy Tina, what's up? The number is 1-876-451-6535. That is that's WhatsApp only, guys. WhatsApp only. Alright? So anybody want to call in, you can call in. As a matter of fact, let me switch over to my computer. I'm going to switch over my live to my computer. I sure am. Let me switch over my live to my computer. Let me switch over my live to my computer. All right, so for the people on YouTube, if you can't hear me, no, type in the chat. If the scene has changed, type in the chat. Type in the chat if the scene has changed. You see the number running across the screen. You see the setup change. And me just jump off my mobile phone and go on my computer. Let me try call Sassy and see if this thing works. With the microphone that way, because all that you tell when I showed me, you know, John, couldn't take the call still. Oh, this work. Yo, my general. Hold on there. Say that again. Yeah, hear me good?
Yeah.
Alright, for you people on YouTube, you not hear any feedback when him talk and me talk, because the way all this thing set up right now, it's kind of different, you know. I mean, just try something. Yeah, man, I try something, because through me on TikTok, one of the people on TikTok for hear the walk on in a conversation, and also the people on YouTube. So me have the Bluetooth speaker in, you see me, and me connect it to my microphone. But more of hear what them say. Let me hear what them say. I am hearing there's no feedback. Oh, that's perfect. Hold on, let me just check for myself. Hold on. Yeah, some background noise, bro.
Background.
No, me ask you. It sound like you have some background noise. No feedback? Alright. Wonderful. 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 Alright, so we had deal with you. They called me earlier, but I couldn't take the call, you know.
Yeah, I'm there from the government like that person today. But I showed you to them around Robin, so I hear up in earlier on, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you're around Robin today.
Yeah, man.
So you go on, the rain fall up, so.
No, the rain fall. I'm there,
Thank God for that.
Everything happening, man.
Thank God for that. Rain pour with me there right now. Other
Yeah,
parts of Ireland. Yeah, man. So blessings to that.
Yeah, man. I got the money in the
Yeah, man. That's how you go, man. So you go. But big up yourself still.
Yeah, man.
All the best, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. We chat tomorrow, man. Yeah,
all right, my boss. Up top.
Yeah, man.
Cool, cool. All right, guys. So it works. So anybody want to call in? Again, the number is 1-876-451-6535. There's a lot that I actually covered today. A whole lot. There was 3 different lives, 3 different videos. That was like 50 minutes for both of them, but the topics were very, very relevant, and the commentary for me, all of it was necessary. So I feel good about that. And of course, meanwhile I'm doing that, something else is happening. Because on Sunday, the news always turns up. There's no conferences going on this evening though, on both sides. None of that going on this evening. Let me see. Michelle, when you say you miss out, Archie, you never come on. No, Michelle, all you have to do is subscribe to my platform, you know. Subscribe to my YouTube platform, that's all. That's all you have to do. You know what I mean? You can watch the replay because I record everything that I'm doing. I'm going to post them. I'm going to make thumbnails and everything. I'm going to post them. You see me? No, what him name? Yo, Talk Your Mind TV. Why? I tell you, the boss dropped some hot tile. What them say? Who won the Portmore crisis? Ooh, okay. Right on time. Pastor Peter Chambers, my general. All right, make we cover this. Right on time. Right on time, baby. Right on time. Pastor Chambers. All right, boom. Right there, so.
A blessed month.
Easy, Pastor. Wait, no, man. You move too fast, my general. You move too fast, my boss. Too fast. Just hold on, look a bit, my boss. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo Vienna, all right? And in this one right here, ladies and gentlemen, oh, you subscribe to YouTube? All right, wonderful. Thank you so much, Michelle. Appreciate your support. And everybody else that has subscribed, big up for yourself. So in this one, Pastor Peter Chambers, the title of this video is, what is the title? A word to the hungry belly laborites and the leader of Jamaica. Mighty God.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Amen. Amen. Listen, it is what it is.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Yo. Oh my God. All right, let's get to the video.
Morning, one and all. This is your apostle, Elijah Peter Chambers, once more with a pounding word. Hallelujah. A harsh one and also an intriguing one. And my topic for today, my story, put behind bars for speaking, thus said the Lord. And our theme, point to win. Hallelujah. I have been winning on a regular and a constant basis. Hallelujah. We look at the phenomena with the LGBT flag that was flown in the American embassy. I think it was last year, and the people of Jamaica made a brawl about it, and it was taken down. And then we're hearing it was released that the leader of Jamaica, the prime minister, took billions of dollars to push the LGBTQ organization in this land. So all of those who are saying that it's propaganda, these are the symptoms. So why was the flag flown in the embassy?
Emotional damage.
Why was the flag flown in the embassy of America when Joe Biden, while he was in power, invested billions of dollars for the LGBTQ to be pushed in this land? The news declares that feces is in the water of the nation pipes. In the water the nation is using in Jamaica. What type of government is this where they seek for every moment to kill out the nation since 2020? Then you hear, don't listen to these propagandas. Pipes was installed in a community while the leader of Jamaica visited, and immediately after he left, the pipes were dismantled. The leader of Jamaica recognized the nation is against him, so he's delaying the election for his favor to come to him and for the next pandemic to come. So there will be no election. I think the Lord is not revealing to me the secrets of heart. The nation is crying out, we need a change. Young people are crying out, middle-aged, mature people, everyone is crying out for a change. The Prime Minister's bloggers constantly send citizens death threats on social media to protect his corruption. Young men are killed in this land by the very leader who presents himself as a dictator. At this present moment, the labor rights are warring against each other. What na war for? Power, money. There is war in the camp. God will take this evil government down in Jamaica. Jamaica, our belly dictates how we react to this government, how we respond to this government and the leaders and the politicians. The chicken in the container is a setup. Mark that. It is a setup. All of you need to read these things. Me know some of you don't. And especially those who follow and support this present government. You all don't have reasonability. Everything people say, it is propaganda and it's false. False narrative. If that container fell off a ship from 2024 in October, remember the AC system must have been affected. I don't know if it is a waterproof AC system or whatever, but what kept the chicken so hard for so long? So my question is, did the container came the same day they released the container in Jamaica the same day, or they're telling a lie?
No, Pastor, it's that container there now. The amount of story come around the container. We can understand the confusion amongst everybody. There's several different stories surrounding that container. Of initial story, them if you guys should do your research, because we flaggers can't do it for all the time, you know. If you guys should do your research and go and look at that whole situation with the container, you have to realize something very significant. The stories them switch up, and then the interview with the man from JCF only raise more questions than give answers to well-thinking Jamaicans. But I digress. Let's continue. Like we hear the pastor said.
The chicken in the containers are set up for a next pandemic. The nation took the vaccine, so they will take the chicken. In the container, Jamaica is in trouble with God. The nation is crying out, we are dying for hunger under this so-called prosperity. The taxi men suffer in 9 years with this present government, but when election comes, this government fill the taxi men gas tank, the taxi men and women gas tank with gas and give them money. The taxi men and women, you need a change. Hallelujah. So it's up to you whether you want to continue, because the present leader is doing everything in his power to get back in power, to continue his evil, to continue his objectives, while the people in Jamaica are suffering. And we have to reason even the chicken phenomena, the container phenomena. If the people of Jamaica was not dying for hunger under your governance and your rulership, they wouldn't even pay that chicken no mind. But cost of living is high. When you go into the supermarket, tax raise on a regular on products in the supermarket every week. The market, you can't buy no yam, you can't buy no cocoa, you can't buy nothing. Everything is just going sky high. And then your hungry belly labor rights saying that it is happening in America. So what are you saying? You want the very thing happen to America to happen to us? There are other countries who are not suffering the way Jamaica is suffering. Economically, fiscally, financially. It is decisions, evil decisions that were made by this present government. And the Lord showed me, because many of you didn't listen to the man of God, and you keep saying that me false and me fake. The whole of you got dead out one by one. You see this chicken I want to eat? Many of you are going to die. There's a young lady in the Discovery Bay region. I heard she's a teacher. I heard she fell down and just died. And many I'm hearing dropping out. Young people are dropping out. They are dying. There's a spirit of death hanging over Jamaica. Jamaica is marked for death. Jamaica is marked under a death warrant. The Bible said that it's appointed unto man to die, then judgment. We must ask the question, why the death warrant is being downloaded upon the land of Jamaica. Everybody want Jamaica. The Chinese want Jamaica. America want Jamaica. England want Jamaica. The Caribbean region want Jamaica. New Zealand want Jamaica. Everywhere. It is a blessed country. But it is the politicians, these evil politicians, who have destroyed this land. And until the people of Jamaica wake up and recognize what is happening in this land and where this present government is taking Jamaica into a future of doom. But there are a set of hungry belly labor right doing everything in their power to get him back in. But listen, we ought to reason the credibility of this government. You murder the young people. I heard that it's 100 and had young people, young men that has died, up to 900. If somebody can correct me, but the statistics show that under the JCF, how many young men died? About 900 and had. 100 and had. I don't know. People can correct me if I'm wrong. Under your rulership, you're ruling out and you're wiping out, you're eliminating our young men. Remember, Kickman was a supporter of the JLP party. Yet you murdered him. And you came for me in 2021 to murder me with the death squad. But God spared my life. So what are you saying? That you want the Jamaican people to trust you with your dictatorship characteristics and attitude and behavior? You want third term? Listen, the people are crying out in Jamaica. Call the election. You notice you're running side by side and you're playing hopscotch because you don't want to call the election because you know the people want you out. There is war in your kingdom. They're fighting for money. They're fighting for supremacy. They're fighting for power. They soon start killing one another, sending death threat to each other. Then if they're sending us who are speaking, thus said the Lord, death threat, then what would they do to the very people who is under their regime? There is a spirit of death that is following this government. And from there came into power, people are dying in this land. Persons are dying. Listen, Jamaica, you need to wake up. When you go to the polls, you need to vote this man out. You need to get rid of this man. Because I can tell you, I have warned you from 2020 and none listen. A blessed morning.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Down. And then we are hearing it is decisions, evil decisions that were made by this present government. And the Lord showed me, because many of you didn't listen to the man of God, and you keep saying that me faults and me fake. The whole of them got dead out one by one. You see this chicken I want to eat? Many of you are going to die. There's a young lady in the Discovery Bay region. I heard she's a teacher. I heard she fell down and just died. And many I'm hearing dropping out. Young people are dropping out. They are dying. There's a spirit of death hanging over Jamaica. Jamaica is marked for death. Jamaica is marked under a death warrant. The Bible said that it's appointed unto man to die, then judgment. We must ask the question, why the death warrant is being downloaded upon the land of Jamaica? Everybody wants Jamaica. The Chinese want Jamaica. America want Jamaica. England want Jamaica. The Caribbean region want Jamaica. New Zealand want Jamaica. Everywhere. It is a blessed country. But it is the politicians, these evil politicians, who have destroyed this land. And until the people of Jamaica wake up and recognize what is happening in this land and where this present government is taking Jamaica into a future of doom. But there are a set of hungry belly labor-right doing everything in their power to get him back in. But listen, we ought to reason the credibility of this government. You murdered the young people. I heard that it's 100 and had young men that has died, up to 900. If somebody can correct me, but the statistics show that under the JCF, how many young men died? About 900 and had. 100 and had. I don't know. People can correct me if I'm wrong. Under your rulership, you're ruling out and you're wiping out, you're eliminating our young men. Remember, Tickman was a supporter of the JLP party. Yet you murdered him. And you came for me in 2021 to murder me with the death squad. But God spared my life. So what are you saying? That you want the Jamaican people to trust you with your dictatorship characteristics and attitude and behavior? You want third term? Listen, the people are crying out in Jamaica. Call the election. You notice you're running side by side and you're playing hopscotch because you don't want to call the election, because you know the people want you out. There is war in your kingdom. They're fighting for money. They're fighting for supremacy. They're fighting for power. They soon start killing one another, sending death threat to each other. Then if they're sending us who are speaking, thus said the Lord, death threat, then what would they do to the very people who is under their regime? There is a spirit of death that is following this government. And from they came into power, people are dying in this land. Persons are dying. Listen, Jamaica, you need to wake up. When you go to the polls, you need to vote this man out. You need to get rid of this man. Because I can tell you, I have warned you from 2020 and none listen.
Help. We key out of the
We
labyrinth.
need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor right. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
People, I don't know what to tell you, sir. I don't know what to tell you, sir. The prophet has spoken. He that has ears to hear, let him hear. You know how much people, when we know, pass away in the last 48 hours? You know how much people when we know pass away in the last 48 hours? We look at the accident then. You can't imagine Them find one girl body the other day, one female. The type of death them we are going to Jamaica. We don't realize, say, the optic of it. People are going to say, yeah, man, things are not going, but we just never know about it. This might be true. Might have a point. But you have to admit, the thing turn up. I'm not talking about nothing good. And it's funny, you know. A very good friend of mine on this YouTube space called me and warned me about not specifically these things, but I wasn't warned about specific events, but I was warned to be careful. Excuse me. Well, Pat W, what's up? We say Andrew, what? We say me go the reptile them. Father God, all I know is that we need them more than ever. That's all I know. These people are very powerful. And God is the only answer. That's all me know. Real talk. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Pastor, come with it. You hear once about the pandemic? The plandemic? Another plandemic? If another plandemic was to begin before September, you don't know what happened, right? Why did Marlon Malahoo Fort say that? People, ball out 2025, April 21st, Portmore. I say it again. Ball out 2025, April 21st, 2025, Portmore. The number to call to get further information or to make arrangements is 876-961-0191. Mark Stewart, Breakthrough Ministries, right? Or 876-869-9522. 876-869-9522. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. And remember, hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man. That's right. And share the live stream. Come on now. Stop playing. Support, support, support. The like button is free, heard? No, my wonderful Sassy said that I missed something, so I'm going to try and find it. Which one are the videos, them, Sassy? Which one are her videos? Was it one that she dropped today?
God, no, this have to come to an end. This have to come to an end.
Then double. Then double rich, then triple rich, all of them a millionaire teacher. That's why yesterday have too much big talk. That's why yesterday them a shoot them one another, so I shoot them one another. So and go for the Portmore people, them and I demand them to change up boundary for them stay that power. But it not gonna work. It can't work. There is no way Portmore can be a parish and they do have nothing at all. And the people that don't even stand. Let me tell you something. This can't work, government. Andrew, you have to take this. When I say you have to take back this, you have to take back this. And you can't call an election because you call you're done. So when and when you don't call you're done. If you call you're done and if you don't call you're done, so what you gonna do? You're there now, go take for yourself. You feel you know, pack your bag and go, resign, take for yourself your peaceful life. Go on with what you have, because we still gonna lock you up and you can't escape. No way you can't escape. Thief! Me say, as you go on the internet and type in Andrew name a thief come. And the second thing will come up, oh God, Bandulu. What me say? Bandulu lie come up in a teacher squealing, and me say I type Andrew name. Boom, thief. And lie come up. So Andrew is a thief, and him is a liar, and him is a big nothing but a dirty criminal. Andrew will tell you that you left the country and of fear. Your mama never will out to you, and your two father never will out nothing to you. Right now I'm thinking they're rich and they never work for them, but never rotten millionaire. You understand? So what go on? And Jamaica people are broke. Eh? Teacher, this cannot work. Thief, criminal. FBI to come for them now. Wait, Mr. Bolt, call them. FBI, please, come. The matter get worse. The matter get dread. FBI, come down in Jamaica, come look what go on. The situation all right. It's not pretty at all. Bad things are going on here. Dread things are going on here. Judgment on the people that want help. FBI, come help with. FBI, please. We are begging over the last hour with the party brink. FBI, come. FBI, come. No, wait. It get dread. And you take for yourself. You're a thief. Wicked and lie. We're afraid of you. We can't eat, we can't drink, we are so far down here. FBI, boy, call them. Help me call them, boy, carry them in our country. Carry a big liar for it and give him money and make him trouble case for you. Because they have the money and set a thief. SSL lock them. SSL nothing get to nobody and nothing work none at all. Because I write the evidence, then the laptop, then dodge off and thief. So boy, forget the money and the poor people, then forget back the money, them is thief. Judgment! FBI to come, take them quick and fast. What me say, call them, carry them, come. Teacher, guess what me say?
Wow. Wow. What's going on? Alright. Nice defense from Big Zoo. Alright, man. Pat double say Lee Ryder easy that. Yo, me say when me listen that me do have record. The people pick up on themselves. Me now find what Sassy I tell them about that. Sassy she no link me on the WhatsApp, so me no know. Me I wonder if ABR news she watch. I'm wondering. You know? So, how the game go with the Clippers? Basketball time, I know. So, I don't know. We are leading 122-119. Wait a minute. 123 with 3 seconds left. Wait a minute. Ooh. I'm not getting excited. They got what? Harden got 39 points. Oh my God. What? Are you kidding me? Butler have 30 points. Curry have 36. Damn. Harden going crazy. The hell going on? Curry, oh, they lost. Curry just missed that 3. Offensive rebound game in. LA Clippers has gone on to the next level. Let me look at the playoff schedule. Let me look at the playoff schedule right now. So, the Clippers are going to play the Nuggets. Yeah, we always get it hard. It is what it is, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Oh, my goodness. So, the Warriors got to play the Grizzlies. And, damn. When is this matchup? This is Tuesday? Y'all didn't know I like basketball, huh? Man, that's another side to me. All right, man. Salute to y'all. I'm out. Peace. Thank y'all for being here. Look out for the premieres dropping this evening, maybe one or two before the evening ends. Who knows? Who knows? Something else might happen. I might have to go live again. Sheesh. We'll see y'all later, man. Thanks for being here.